We got letters from his specialist who did his shoulder.
Hope you pass that fitness test tomorrow.
And he got a reply, "We have accepted you. Be ready to go in January of 2000.
I'll be in touch. Give it all you got, pal.
We got a very pleasant surprise when we were invited to their passing out parade at Kapuka. And there it was, Private Cameron Bird Most Outstanding Soldier Award. And we thought, wow.
He had the opportunity to apply to do the Commando training, which he did. He got through. So he felt very privileged that they'd accepted him and he was going to do it at such a young age.
I was only 19.
Victor Alpha, we believe one possible KIA, the other one to be confirmed. We are moving back to the south to establish an HLZ over.
Yeah, they're close, boss. They're close, boss.
Are we being engaged in that visual?
Yes, but I don't know where.
Victor Charlie, this is Alpha.
Take us back to that night in 2009 when your vehicle was hit by a roadside bomb.
We were doing a job, like a very specific job in the Special Forces. There's intelligence-based targeting is what you're doing. We were doing a direct action, and during about I think it was 11:30, something like that, my car was basically demolished by an improvised explosive device, and pretty much instantly taking my right leg, breaking both arms, damaged my left leg beyond repair.
So
my
you
face
remember
was
it? You remember?
No, I don't remember anything. There's 3 days, which are just a blank.
Where do you find the inspiration? Because you are such an extraordinary person, what you have done and what you continue to achieve, though.
I kind of feel in a strange way like I owe it to them. Mm-hmm. You know, there was some people did really amazing things at 11 o'clock at night, super high situation of duress to keep me here. You know, and I mean, days like this, part of me feels that little bit guilty over the fact that I'm still here. So I really have to make the most of every single second that I've got, and especially in honour and the memory of the 13 guys just our units lost. It's one of those that I feel like I owe them and their families.
The paradox in immortality is that it lies with those who have fallen. Their name liveth evermore, lest we forget. And so it should. However, we also end up with a long list of men who have been quite seriously injured, who are unfortunately too easily forgotten. This August 27th, I'm going to be running 100 kilometres on behalf of the Commando Welfare Trust, with the aim to raise some much needed funds for the ones that need looking after. So many of those that were killed have families with young children, with the tab of even a good education left to be covered by the widow. And the stories of guys suffering life-changing injuries, losing limbs or paralysed and confined to a life in a wheelchair. You see that, and naturally you, or I myself as a father, question how that man would handle the change in the dynamic of his own family. The relationship he can provide to his kids compared to before going to war. It's terribly sad. What you don't think about though, and I think you just don't choose to, but it's that he still has a mortgage to pay. He still has a financial burden as a member of that family. Because the hard and really sad truth of it is that he does. That should be our debt, not theirs. And I think everyone would wholeheartedly agree with that. So we're asking for donations. Awareness is great, but money is what these guys need. They did their part. I'm trying to do mine. If you just chuck in a couple bucks to a GoFundMe, if you're doing yours, then I think that both of us can agree that both of us have got it pretty lightly compared to the ones coming back, scarred for life.
Mum and Dad and Denny saw the passing out parade, Puckapunyal. It was a long march from cadets, and the 6th Battalion was the next to tour. It was me who drew the card. We did Commando and Shoalwater before we left.